By the time you click on this video, I'm sure you're already up to date about the ongoing movement to take back casual TF2 and the response made by TF2's Twitter page. I'm definitely not the first person to upload on this, but if everything I said so far is news to you, then I've included a link or two to videos that do a better job at explaining the whole picture if you want to get caught up. This video won't reiterate those points. Instead, I'm just going to give my famous thoughts, hesitations, and predictions on the matter based on what feedback we have received from the TF2 team throughout the years and recently regarding the botting issue. First of all, here's the poster for the movement, but, wait a minute, why isn't my name amongst these lovely and talented famous YouTubers? Well, I had quite a few people reach out to me regarding my thoughts on the movement and whether I'd be a part of it or not. And to be honest, I wanted nothing to do with it at first, and there are three main reasons for this. The first one, and I don't doubt that this has happened to many other TF2 players out there, was just a gradual development over the years of this, pessimistic cynicism in regards to the treatment that our community and the game receives. Yeah, if, say, your dad neglects you for almost 5 years, but you're still there really trying to enjoy his company whenever you can, you're bound to grow a little despondent and distrusting of whatever signs of hope come up, no matter what inspired them. So, if the development team of a game you really like neglects you for almost 5 years ever since the last major Jungle Inferno update in 2017, and continues to do so for 2 years since the bot crisis began, you can't help but react a similar way when you see something like this. So, at first, yeah, I didn't see a point in even including my name at the very least, and that's all negative Nancy and pessimistic Peter of me, I know. I feel a little differently now. Let me continue. Reason 2 was that I didn't necessarily trust the movement to be as peaceful and positive as it actually turned out to be so far. I know similar online movements and attempts to get the attention of big companies over social media, particularly Twitter, tend to turn pretty volatile and can be more destructive than constructive, and I was genuinely worried that a similar thing was going to happen to the Save TF2 movement, and I was really hesitant about including my name in a very possible shit show, despite the emphasis by the organizers to keep it peaceful. However, to my relieved surprise, so far, the responses and tweets are very wholesome and sweet and make me feel all gushy-washy about this game we all grew up with and share the same love for, so that's made me a little more confident about backing the movement. I'll put my name here, but really, really small, and maybe a similar color as the background. So technically, I am supporting this movement. Reason 3, while we're being honest, I wasn't really worried one way or another if they actually responded or not. Would I prefer casual TF2 beautiful and bot-free? Yeah. Did I think TF2 was going to be totally abandoned from casual servers being overrun by bots? Hell no. Do you know how goddamn die-hard fans of this game are? How long other studios have tried and failed again to recreate the same magic that TF2 captures despite the egregious lack of polish and outdated UI? Time has proven that players of this game who truly appreciate it will queue 3 or 4 times to find a bot-free game if they really want to play on a casual server. But even then, there are members of the TF2 community that go the extra mile and drop their own money to host servers for other appreciators of the game to simply enjoy the game. I swear, fucking Uncle Dane doesn't have to do what he's doing with these numerous community servers he pays for that have only increased in number this past year, but bless that man for providing a safer space for people to just enjoy the game. I feel like he's a good chunk of the reason that player numbers are still pretty high for TF2, honestly, but yeah, I wasn't really worried about their response because I knew me and other people would, for the most part, find a way to continue being able to play the game. This community is resilient. We're like the durable, unkillable cockroach of the... No, I don't like that analogy. That's a bad one. Water bear. We are the tardigrade of the gaming communities. You can starve us of updates for years. You can send bots to try and wipe out casual, but we're just gonna do a little cryptobiosis and shrug it off, baby. That got weird and way too biological, sorry. But with all that said, what do I really think is going to happen in the coming future after they made this Twitter post? Well, we have a good sign and a bad sign to draw judgment from. Bad sign is the team's attempts at addressing the botting issues in past updates. They were all minor changes and tweaks here and there that made it a little easier to kick bots from games and temporarily put a stop to the voice comm spam, but nothing that really addressed the problem with VAC directly and the way botters are continuing to work around it to get their bots in servers. Good sign is, this statement was made, most likely, from the TF2 team themselves, which is a big difference from someone like Mr. Gaben saying they're working on it during an interview at a high school. From what I've heard, he doesn't even really have a hand in the things that are worked on regarding TF2, but surely the team making a statement like this has got to be a little bit more credible. However, if even this is followed up with no action from the TF2 team, then I will truly have lost all faith in anything Valve tells us regarding this game. Truthfully, still a little pessimistic. My neglect trauma with this game is definitely still there and still holds true, but I mean, I'm really looking forward to being proved wrong here and getting casual mode back. Now, if we really want the best shot at something happening for us, keeping the movement in a positive light and conducting our community outcry in a peaceful and lighthearted manner is key. The progress we made on Twitter is outstanding, and the videos uploaded on YouTube about it are great as well, but if I could give a word of advice to those participating, I would say don't celebrate yet, and don't riot either if nothing happens soon. If there's anything the TF2 community has proven that they have plenty of time and time again, it's patience. I want to hear what you guys honestly think is going to happen, or any ideas you might have to keep the momentum of the movement going. Maybe one or more of you can raise the spirits of a pessimistic Peter like me and others out there that share the sentiment, but brace, because I think these coming weeks will be the deciding factor for whether or not this game is going to ever get any real attention from Valve. So, brace.